Good evening. It is an honor to be here to share with all of you how the Providence Center helped to create a new beginning for my daughter and for our family. There are many significant days in a family's life. For mine, it was October 1st, 2019, the day we became foster parents for Namaari. Another is the day we met the team at the Providence Center. Living in a large family, I am blessed to be surrounded by constant love and laughter. I will never forget the day when I picked Namaari up from the hospital. She had no clothes, no shoes. All she had was her hospital gown. It was gut-wrenching to see this tiny little toddler staring up at me, who had never felt genuine happiness and was in so much need. I thought I was well prepared to become a foster parent. My mother was a foster parent. I watched the challenges she faced with each child she lovingly cared for. I also saw the immense joy she felt when she adopted my 3 siblings. But her experiences could not truly prepare me for the journey our family was about to take with Namaari. Namaari was 3 years old when we began to foster her. My husband Michael and I already had 2 beautiful little boys, but we eagerly opened our home because we knew we had so much more love to give. Namaari spent a month in the hospital before joining our family. She suffered horrific abuse from her birth mother while living in a homeless shelter. After multiple days of not eating and complaining of a bellyache, Namaari was brought to see a doctor. She was minutes away from dying. She was rushed away by ambulance and she needed immediate surgery. When I look back at pictures of her, I am overwhelmed with emotion. Her lips and eyes were so dark. Her clothes were filthy and did not fit. She had little to no hair because she was ripping it out trying to cope. When she first came to us, she would eat objects that weren't food, chewing on plastic hair beads and even the windowsill. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. The physical and mental trauma Namaari experienced left her struggling to walk and with almost no use of her right arm. She barely spoke, and it was simply heartbreaking. It quickly became more than we could handle ourselves, and we knew we needed to get her help. Working with the Department of Children, Youth, and Families, we advocated for Namaari to get services. That's when the Providence Center came into our lives. Namaari was referred to their Early Childhood Institute for toddlers who are ages 3 through 5 who struggle with behavioral and emotional problems. From the moment we walked through the doors, we knew we had found a special place. Her therapist, Hannah, immediately developed a plan for Namaari that would help her learn how to develop language, regulate her emotions, and calm her body. At first, Namaari was reluctant. She became extremely violent and was attacking my children. I remember crying to Allie, another support team member at the Early Childhood Institute, and saying to her, "This isn't fair. I've brought Namaari into our house to help her, and now my family isn't safe." I didn't know how to protect my children while at the same time protecting Namaari from herself. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Namaari had a virtual treatment experience, speaking to Hannah twice a week by video. Initially, I was concerned. I didn't understand how the virtual format would work. I didn't know how we would keep Namaari in front of the camera and keep her engaged in sessions, but Hannah did. Her clinical experience and dedication were a true blessing to our family. Through each session, she gradually built Namaari's trust. By learning clear instructions, positive words, and new coping techniques, we saw Namaari's behaviors beginning to improve. Namaari learned how to deep breathe and to give herself a big hug when stressed. She also learned how to calmly ask for help. This was a huge step forward. In addition to her weekly sessions, the early childhood team advocated to get Namaari the critically important wraparound supports she needed, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. The Providence Center was also there for Michael and me. They helped us to understand the why behind Namaari's behaviors. They gave us the tools, the confidence we needed, and it felt good to finally have a resource that could help Namaari and our family. We learned a lot, and we're still learning, but now we're much more hopeful for the future. When I first brought Namaari home, it was like she didn't even know how to smile. You could see every single bone and muscle in her face working to form a smile. Now she has the brightest smile. She smiles all the time, and she even giggles. Namaari can form sentences and clearly express her emotions. She just started kindergarten, and she's ready to learn. It's scary to think about where Namaari would be today if we didn't meet the team at the Providence Center. Every single child deserves a chance, and even on the toughest days, the staff at the Providence Center were working with us to give her that chance. Parenting is hard. You can't do it alone, and you don't have to do it alone. Thank you, Providence Center, for the hope, the strength, and the coverage that you have given Michael and me, and for the genuine kindness and love that you have for Namaari and all of the young children that you help every day. By contributing to the Providence Center tonight, you invest in families like ours. You change lives, even save lives of children who have been abused and neglected like Namaari. You build a better community. Thank you.